Have I ever blurted something out during a conversation and immediately sensed the atmosphere shift? The kind of uncomfortable pause that makes me wish for instant teleportation. It's as human as misplacing my eyeglasses. Yet here's an interesting observation. Intelligent friends seldom find themselves in these cringeworthy situations. Not because they're flawless or invariably possess the perfect words, but because they've mastered the skill of recognizing precisely what not to say. Today, let's explore 7 things discerning friends never utter. Those seemingly innocuous phrases capable of subtly undermining relationships. We'll analyze each one, learn identification techniques, and more importantly, discover how to substitute them with kinder, wiser alternatives. So, find a comfortable spot, perhaps grab a refreshment, and if I'm ready to minimize conversational missteps, I should hit that subscribe button. Trust me, my friendships and my dignity will appreciate it. Ready to communicate more effectively, connect more deeply, and perhaps share a laugh over past verbal blunders together? Excellent. Let's proceed. Why should I care about choosing my words carefully? Because every word spoken acts like a fingerprint, uniquely identifying who I am and leaving an enduring impression. I learned this lesson the hard way during a heated disagreement with a friend. Impulsively, I uttered something sharp and thoughtlessly wounded someone I genuinely cared for. The hurt reflected in her eyes wasn't what haunted me most. It was the realization my careless words had irrevocably altered her perception of me. That incident taught me a crucial lesson echoed in Stoic philosophy. Words aren't merely sounds escaping my lips. They are lasting representations of my character and values. Intelligent individuals recognize this, practicing thoughtful restraint, knowing silence often speaks louder than a multitude of meaningless words. Speaking impulsively or recklessly risks damaging relationships, eroding trust, even permanently burning bridges painstakingly built over years. Stoicism offers a clever solution. Thoughtful restraint. Pausing before speaking allows space for reflection, enabling wisdom rather than impulse to guide articulation. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, it's about mastering them, choosing words that foster respect and nurture meaningful connections. After all, the quality, not quantity of words spoken shapes our relationships. Now let's move to number 1. 1. I already know everything about this. Have I ever encountered someone seemingly compelled to announce their extensive knowledge on every topic? I recall a coworker, Brian, who habitually dismissed new ideas with a casual hand wave, implying further insight was superfluous. During a meeting, a junior team member presented a creative approach for enhancing our sales strategy. Before anyone could react, Brian swiftly interjected, confidently stating he'd encountered it all previously. His confidence wasn't what struck me. It was the subtle yet palpable shift in the room's atmosphere. Brian hadn't merely dismissed an idea. He unintentionally signaled to the entire team their thoughts lacked value. Over time, Brian's arrogance became an impediment. Instead of gaining respect as an expert, he grew isolated, unaware his need to appear knowledgeable stemmed from deeper psychological insecurity, a fear of inadequacy. Stoic philosophy sheds significant light on this specific issue. Stoics believe wisdom isn't measured by accumulated knowledge, but by openness to further learning. True respect isn't garnered through knowledge displays, but through the humility to acknowledge continuous learning potential. Intelligent individuals recognize curiosity, not arrogance, fuels personal growth. Brian's fundamental error lay in assuming knowledge demonstration commanded respect. But Stoicism teaches respect isn't earned proving knowledge. It's quietly one demonstrating genuine interest in others' ideas, contributions. If I wish to avoid Brian's mistake, pause before dismissing others' thoughts. Instead, acknowledge their perspective, even with initial disagreement. Allow dialogue space, even believing superior knowledge, especially then. Psychologically, individuals frequently asserting knowledge often act from deep insecurity, needing validation. Arrogance merely masks fears of inadequacy, irrelevance. Understanding this facilitates compassionate approach over resentment, while warning against emulation. Practicing curiosity, humility not only nurtures meaningful connections, but fosters continuous growth personally and collectively. Stoicism thus offers clever solution. Replace ego with genuine curiosity, transforming every conversation into growth opportunity, deeper understanding. Remember, true intelligence isn't about existing knowledge. It's possessing wisdom, staying open, humble, eager, discovering unknown. 2. That's impossible. Have I ever shared aspirations only to receive the casual reply, "That's impossible"? Those 2 words can inflict a quiet wound, subtly piercing confidence, leaving behind seeds of self-doubt. I'll never forget the afternoon my younger cousin Josh sat opposite me, eyes sparkling with excitement, describing his dream of transforming a lifelong photography passion into a thriving business. As he shared his vision, I felt his genuine conviction. It was infectious. But then, a nearby friend quickly dismissed it, plainly stating it was an impossible fantasy. Warmth instantly drained from Josh's expression, replaced by uncertainty, embarrassment. For weeks following, I observed his confidence diminish, supplanted by quiet hesitation, relentless self-questioning. Why do these words inflict such deep wounds? Not just the words themselves, but the underlying implication, unspoken suggestion of naivety, unrealistic expectations, or worse, incapability. Psychologically, dismissing ambitions as impossible taps into one of our deepest fears: inadequacy. Suddenly, bold dreams shrink beneath insecurity's heavy weight. Yet, often unrecognized is that individuals casually labeling dreams impossible rarely evaluate potential objectively. They actually project personal internal limitations. Dismissal isn't objective judgment. Reflection of fears, past disappointments, unmet desires. Projecting doubts onto me, not because dream lacks possibility, but self-convinced dreaming big isn't worth risk. Shared this Stoic lesson with Josh, reminding him impossible speaks more about speaker than receiver. Gradually shifted attention from seeking approval towards disciplined action, consistency, self-belief. Instead, deterred skepticism, grew more resilient, recognizing future depended solely choices, effort, persistence. Today, Josh living proof possibility. Runs successful photography studio, capturing memories, moments, inspiring everyone. Journey wasn't easy, taught profound lesson. Impossibility isn't factual statement, mindset reflection. So next time someone shares dreams, remember Josh's story. Respond thoughtfully, openly, even if aspirations seem challenging. Doing so encourages not just friend, affirms courage pursuing remarkable. Stoicism teaches possibility boundaries set not by others' fears, but personal persistence willingness. My words hold power-crushing or nurturing vision. Choose wisely. True intelligence recognizes impossible merely word, not truth. If resonating lessons, don't forget subscribing, hitting notification bell. 3. You always or you never. Have I ever noticed conversations quickly souring upon casual use of statements like you always or you never? Superficially, these generalizations might appear harmless, yet beneath simplicity lies often overlooked emotional impact. Psychologically, these phrases trigger defensiveness, resentment, because rather than addressing specific action, attack entire character. Instead, prompting positive change, push listener self-defense mode, damaging trust, undermining genuine connection. What renders generalizations even more harmful often reflect speakers' internal frustrations, fears, personal insecurities, rather than accurate portrayal of other person's behavior. Easy, tempting paint broad brush, feeling unheard, hurt, but rarely solves underlying issue. Stoicism offers potent antidote. Marcus Aurelius emphasized clarity, precision, encouraging thoughtful reflection before speaking. Intelligent people, guided Stoic wisdom, understand effective communication requires focusing actions rather than assumptions character. Instead, blurting accusations, Stoicism advises calmly addressing specific behaviors, moments. Example: rather saying, "You never pay attention," try stating clearly, "Yesterday, felt unheard when spoke." Shift seems small, completely changes emotional conversation tone, invites dialogue over defensiveness, solutions over arguments, understanding over resentment. Intelligent friends recognize words shape relationships. No mindful, precise communication strengthens trust, respect, turning conflicts, opportunities, deeper connection. Next time frustration tempts generalized language use, pause. Choose words carefully. Stoicism teaches thoughtful speaking isn't mere politeness, profound wisdom act, emotional intelligence. 4. Gossip and negative rumors. Let me tell you, a friend of mine, Sarah, discovered colleagues trusted casually spread exaggerated stories personal life. Weren't terrible people. Ordinary coworkers likely felt temporary thrill sharing something provocative. Yet what started innocent excitement moment quickly spiraled genuine harm, undermining trust, damaging Sarah's reputation, deeply affecting mental well-being. Witnessing her pain firsthand prompted serious reflection. True gossip nature, hidden dangers lurking behind casual conversations. Gossip may seem harmless, even entertaining moment, leaves invisible scars rarely healing completely. So why people engage gossip knowing potential consequences? Psychologically, gossip offers brief importance, sense, connection, validation. Temporarily bridges insecurities, placing someone else's shortcomings magnifying glass, creating false superiority sense, intimacy. But Stoic philosophy provides profound insight here. Warns temporary satisfaction never outweighs long-term damage done, not just others, but personal integrity. Stoics believed integrity greatest asset, something once compromised difficult regain. Intelligent friends understand trust, respect foundations, any meaningful relationship, personal or professional. Engaging gossip immediately weakens foundations, reveals unspoken willingness sacrificing another's dignity, fleeting amusement, superficial bonding. Stoic philosophy teaches pausing, reflecting before speaking. Ask self, sharing information genuinely constructive purpose serve, or simply seeking attention, validation someone else's expense. If intent-driven insecurity, approval need, choose silence instead. But what do when others around gossip? Stoicism provides thoughtful strategy. Don't participate. Possess power-changing conversation course, calmly shifting focus, staying neutral, simply excusing self-discussion. Refusing join gossip quietly yet powerfully asserts values, signals others respect both self, those not present. Sarah eventually recovered experience, but damage changed relationships permanently. Story teaches crucial. Gossip never worth cost. Protect integrity fiercely, choosing words uplifting rather than diminishing. After all, respect, trust others, priceless treasures, intelligent friends value deeply. 5. Empty promises. Have I ever felt sting waiting call never came, or hoping reconnect someone casually promised reach out soon never did? Experienced firsthand not long ago, old friend Jake, bumped into after years losing touch. Encounter warm-filled nostalgia. Before parting, promised absolute sincerity voice call, very next day, catch up. But tomorrow came, went, then another day, then another. As weeks turned months, promise faded hollow echo. Wasn't just disappointment lingered. Quiet realization bond shared wasn't as meaningful him believed. Seemingly harmless, broken promise quietly chipped away trust, leaving behind lingering sadness, sense, doubt. Why something so common, seemingly innocent, caused such deep emotional damage? Psychologically, broken promises aren't just forgotten words, represent broken trust. Every unkempt promise subtly tells other person, "You're not that important me." Even worse, repeated casual promises without follow-through create lasting unreliability impression. Slowly, friends, colleagues, family members begin doubting everything said, wondering if words hold any weight. Trust, already delicate, becomes compromised, potentially harming even most meaningful relationships. Stoic philosophy sheds light why empty promises so harmful. How avoid making them. Stoics believed integrity wasn't just virtue, essence good life. Marcus Aurelius emphasized words should reflect intentions, character. Intelligent people, those understanding Stoicism power, recognize promises sacred. Never say things don't genuinely mean because understand lasting credibility, impact, trustworthiness. Solution simple yet powerful. Speak intention before promising something, even casual calling. Meeting up. Pause, reflect. Ask honestly, can truly commit. If answer uncertain, don't make promise. Instead, truthful. Even if means admitting might not follow through immediately, people respect honesty, far more appreciate well-meaning, ultimately empty promise. Choosing practice Stoic discipline, relationships become stronger, built trust rather superficial politeness. Friendships gain depth, become someone others view reliable, dependable, genuine. Intelligent people understand this. Promises shape world around, leaving impressions long after words fade. Choose wisely, honor diligently, find self-surrounded relationships, grounded respect, trust, authentic connection. If you found these insights valuable, let me know by commenting yes below. Your thoughts matter, and I'd love to hear from you. 6. Excessive complaints. Have I ever spent time around someone seeming mastered complaining art? No type. Moment asked, how's it going? Instantly met avalanche negativity, job, family, health, even weather. Once knew someone just like this, colleague named Ben. Whenever ran into Ben, conversations quickly transformed detailed lists, everything wrong life, trivial annoyances, profound disappointments. Initially, listened sympathetically, thinking just going rough patch. Yet over time, every interaction Ben began feeling increasingly draining. Wasn't concerns invalid, far from it, rather relentless focus, what wrong seemed consume entirely, leaving no room solutions, gratitude, hope. Wasn't until stepped back, reflected why conversations Ben felt so draining, recognized deeper psychological pattern. Complaining, especially constant, isn't just emotionally exhausting, reinforces helplessness, sense, victimhood. Person complaining gradually trains mind see negativity everywhere, reducing ability, perceive solutions, possibilities. Problem complaining rarely leads change. Instead, reinforces powerlessness feelings, leaving both complainer, listener emotionally fatigued, stuck endless dissatisfaction loop. Stoic philosophy, found profoundly helpful, offers wise solution issue. Stoics like Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius strongly believed happiness, fulfillment come not external circumstances, often beyond control, but how choose interpret, respond them. Constant complaining places emphasis entirely external conditions, creating self-imposed prison where every challenge becomes distress source. Stoicism teaches shifting attention toward controllable attitudes, reactions, perspectives, allowing reclaiming emotional well-being, personal power. For intelligent friends, adopting Stoic perspective means choosing communicate consciously, reframing frustrations opportunities. Rather indulging endless grievances, intelligent individuals acknowledge challenges but focus actively solutions, growth, even acceptance when necessary. Realize complaining act without purpose serves only magnify powerlessness sense, making both selves, those around, increasingly exhausted. Next time catch self-tempted complain, try simple mental shift. Ask self, what can do about this? If solution exists, pursue it. If not, consciously practice acceptance, direct energy elsewhere. Focusing constructive responses rather than grievances not only reclaims emotional state control, also become more inspiring presence those around. Ultimately, intelligent communication means being deliberate, purposeful words, recognizing subtle yet powerful impact have own mindset, relationships. Remember, conversation should pathways deeper understanding, connection, not draining grievance sessions. Choosing communicate thoughtfully, proactively, rooted Stoic wisdom transforms even challenging moments opportunities meaningful growth. 7. It's not my fault. Have I ever known someone seemingly allergic responsibility? Always quick declare, it's not my fault, whenever things go wrong. Had colleague named Mike brilliant, talented, charismatic, but one problem existed. Whenever something went awry, quick point fingers someone else. Whether missing deadline, mistake own work, always had excuse, carefully crafted place responsibility others. Initially, people tolerated habit, dismissing harmless self-defense. But over time, Mike's continuous deflection created tension, resentment among teammates. Wasn't just others felt unfairly targeted. Deeper than that. Mike's unwillingness to accept responsibility gradually chipped away teams' trust, morale, undermining collective unity sense, collaboration. What Mike didn't realize, what many overlook, psychological impact, consistently playing blame game. First glance, blaming others feels shortcut protecting selves. Think shields embarrassment, criticism, reality. Destructive habit-driven insecurity, judgment, fear. When blame, subconsciously communicate own powerlessness, making selves appear weak, unreliable those around. Even worse, habitually blaming robs selves chance genuinely learn mistakes, grow stronger, improve relationships. Stoicism offers powerful antidote destructive behavior. Seneca, one great Stoic philosophers, profoundly believed true strength comes accountability. Courageous act acknowledging role every situation, good or bad. Stoics teach focusing what's within control, essence, resilience. Blaming others places spotlight circumstances cannot change, making feel helpless. Owning mistakes instead regains power over lives, fostering inner peace, emotional maturity. Intelligent friends embrace accountability because understand growth begins self-awareness. When openly accept part setbacks, not only gain respect others, also inspire trust, strengthen bonds. People gravitate individuals possessing courage, humility admit flaws because honesty cultivates authentic connections. Remember, smartest person room isn't one speaking most, one knowing exactly when keep quiet. So next time tempted drop one relationship-breaking phrases discussed, take quick pause, ask self, will this make sound intelligent? Or will spend tonight regretting every word? Life's way too short those awkward silences, right? Words powerful. Lift someone up, inspire change, spark joy. Or unfortunately, ruin friendships faster forgetting best friend's birthday. Choose words intentionally, carefully, kindness. Because end day, what people remember isn't how much said, but how much words made feel valued. If today's message resonated, smash like button, subscribe, comment down below. I speak with intention. Let's build community where words become bridges,